Well, good morning, YouTube land. Welcome to our third chapter in 2 Samuel today. We are already on chapter 3. And today is our 259th day to this awesome journey. And I'm telling you, God is just with us. He is helping us to persevere. He's helping us to stay motivated this morning. And here's T-Shawn again to help me out and give him your undivided attention. And then I will give y'all our Google summary for today. Thanks. Bye. Well, later.
How you doing, guys? I'm having my ice water today, and today I'm going to be reading to you guys 2 Samuel, the third chapter, verse 1 through 10. Now there was long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. And unto David were sons born in Hebron, and his firstborn was Amnon of Ahinoam, the Jezreelites, and his second Chileab of Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite, and the third Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur, and the fourth Adonijah, the son of Haggith, and the fifth Shephatiah, the son of Abiatul, and the sixth Ithream by Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. And it came to pass, while there was war between the house of Saul and the house of David, that Abner made himself strong for the house of Saul. And Saul had a concubine, whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah and Ishbak. Shet said to Abner, Wherefore hast thou gone in unto my father's concubine? When then was Abner very wroth for the words of Ishbosheth, and said, Am I a dog's head, which against Judah do show kindness this day unto the house of Saul, thy father, to his brethren and to his friends, and have not delivered thee into the hand of David, that thou chargest me today with a fault concerning this woman? So do God to Abner, and more also, except as the Lord hath sworn to David, even so I do to him. Translate the kingdom from the house of Saul, and to set up the throne of David over Israel, and over Judah from Dan even to Beersheba. Beersheba.
May God add a blessing to the reading of that word. And here's our Google summary. Good job, T-Shawn. The war keeps going, with David's house growing in power as the house of Saul becomes weaker and weaker. David has 6 different sons with 5 of his wives: Amnon, the firstborn, Absalom, the thirdborn, and Adonijah, the fourthborn, all playing important roles later on. Meanwhile, all is not well in the house of Saul. Ishbal gets mad at Abner for sleeping with one of Saul's concubines, a woman named Rizpah. Abner's like, I don't need this. Annoyed that his loyalty isn't recognized or rewarded, he chews out Ishbal and says he's going to help David take over and become the one undisputed king of Israel. So they take Michal, and Abner brings her to David. Michal's husband, Paltiel, follows them weeping until Abner tells him to go back home, which he does. Abner also urges all the elders of Israel to join David's side. When he arrives at David's palace, David holds a feast in his honor, but Abner quickly departs, heading out to rally the people of Israel to David's side. However, when Joab arrives at the palace after coming back from a raid, he tells David he shouldn't have let Abner get away, since he's probably still secretly working for Ishbal. Without David's knowledge, Joab sends out men to apprehend Abner and bring him back to Hebron. They do, and when Joab goes to speak with Abner privately, he stabs and murders Abner, getting his revenge for Abner's murder of Asahel. David denies any responsibility for the murder and says that the guilt will fall on Joab's house. Although Joab continues working for David, David curses Joab's house, saying it will always be a member who suffers from leprosy or is hungry or dies in battle, and so on. David tells all the people to mourn, wear sackcloth, and weep for Abner, including Joab. David follows the funeral procession and gives a tearful speech as Abner is buried. The people try to convince David to eat something, but he's still way distraught over Abner and won't eat anything before sundown. This pleases everyone, and it turns out David didn't have anything to do with killing Abner. David tells his servants that Abner was a great man and the sons of Zeruiah are evil, and God was going to repay for their wickedness. May God add a blessing to the reading of that Google summary. And I would try to elaborate a little bit more, but we are pressing for church this morning and we gotta go. So enjoy your Sunday. Love y'all. Bye. Like the video. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And God bless.